Good afternoon. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I'm back on my Mars base in the new big update. I'm getting my greenhouse ready to go. I pressurized this with 2 ice crushers out there, and then I ripped these walls out. So my airflow is a little out of balance. It'll take a while. As a matter of fact, I got some gluten in here, so let's swap that battery. Put that in there and let that run. And you can see my ratios aren't correct. It'll take a while for this to come back in balance, although it's all good. Alright, so what else I've been doing? Besides the greenhouse, I'm going to move all this into the greenhouse area before the next episode. Let's put my suit on here. I still haven't automated this. I got to do that eventually. I put a weather station there. A storm just finished, so literally just finished. I've got this vent blowing in here, pulling in some air, making this up to 2 megapascals, at which point this back pressure regulator lets it leak out. At night this freezes a little bit, so I'd put a liquid drain on there. I got a puddle of CO2 there, which is kind of cool. But everything's working good. Updated, got rid of all my junky solar panels. They're all heavy now, no more storm damage. As a matter of fact, I saw these out of the corner of my eye. The wind didn't pick these up during that storm because they were hidden there. Now this is my garage, and let me show you. This is such a simple code. Such a simple code. Matter of fact, it's still loaded. Basically, this is the garage doors. I have a lever, and all I do is set the batch of the garage doors equal to the position of the lever. And very simple, very quick. So if I do that, it opens. And if I do it the other way, it closes. And I have a rover with 2 cases on it. And the rover looks a bit nervous. He's excited. He wants to go on the road. So let's get into my seat here. And if you hold Alt, you can turn that on. I'll turn the lights on just for giggles. And then we'll back out. And we're going to do it's been 9 days, 9 game days. So I'm going to drive to my 2 outposts and pick up my ores. I notice in my inventory I have, get around these crazy holes. Oops, I can't do it. I'll show you when I get there. Now you can't look at your tablet while you're driving. I guess that, no, you can't drive with, if you'd be distracted, you'd run into a ditch or something, I guess. So, one thing I want to do, I wonder if I can put it here. I got 2 stackers here because these are going to be bulky. So, where's my power over there? That should work. As long as I can get in there to hook it up. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, we'll turn that on. I'll just set this for 500. I'm not going to have that many, I don't think. So, come on. That's going to be a little tough. I'll stand up here in the chute. There we go. And we'll just... I could use a labeler, probably a lot quicker. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And we'll go 501. Oh, it just goes to 500. Excellent. Alright, so now I need a crowbar, which got damaged in one of my storms. And there's all my nice stacks of iron sitting there waiting for me to get it. I think I need the... Yep, okay. We'll put both of those up there. And I'll start throwing these into the stacker here. So I have a nice stack of iron. That's 300. Might have 2. There. Looks like 550 iron every 9 days. That should be plenty. Oops. What the heck happened there? Okay. Now there's that. I'll open this up and put that in there. And I'll pull the lever. There should be more in there. Maybe 50. Yep. Alright, so 550 iron from my iron outpost. And now we'll get onto this. Let me get a general direction here. So let's see. I did put beacons in all these. So I have a beacon here, a beacon at my base, and if you go to the tracker... Okay, so there's the copper outpost, so I gotta shoot for that gap right in there. There's my base beacon, and of course my outpost beacon. Now I didn't know you could use the tracker. I was just using the lights to find the beacons, but apparently maybe it's new. Maybe I just never knew it before. Alright, so let's go over here and find that gap. Oopsie. Flew down the hill a little bit. Alright, so maybe somewhere right in this direction. Like I said, you can't look at your tablet while you're driving. That would be distracted driving. The Mars police would arrest you. You'd have to go to Martian direct jail. Or pay the Martian fine ticket. I don't know. Now, I don't know. This is the first time I'm going to pull ore from this base. I'm thinking my copper one is over here. Driving right into the sun. Probably should have turned that stacker off. I don't know if I left it on or not. I left it on. Yay. Okay, so let's go up and around here. And it should be right in front of me here someplace. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Way over there. Wow. It was 600 meters from my one outpost to the other, so... This is a lot faster than walking it, that's for sure. I'm going 7. I don't know what that means. Didn't receive proper training here. I don't know what... Oops, that's the other side. I'm looking at that thing thinking, why is it open? So this one... I should have went with walls with this one. I'm going to have to switch that, I think. Q to get off. And then I need a wrench for this one. And there is... Where am I going to put the stacker here? How about the same spot? Will it fit there? Let's find out. Can I put it here? Yeah. That'll be the correct way. Can I go over one more? Can I make it float? Make it float. Alright, now can I bring power through here is the other question. Maybe I'll have to come this way. And probably have to go around because that'll be too close. And then, there we go. Alright, so that one's hooked up. Oof, don't damage yourself here, Steve. Alright, so... you know what? This is faster. 500. Confirm. Okay. Now, what have I got in here? Quite a bit, actually. So, copper, can I reach it from here? Barely, look at that. Long arms. We'll put all my copper in here first. 16 copper for each load. There's one. Come on, come on, come on. Go ahead. Nope, can't get it. Oh, we'll take that one first. Actually, some of it's damaged. I wonder how it got damaged. Maybe it was in the chute when the storm hit. I don't know if chutes protect things or not. Is that all the copper? I think there's one more under here. There it is. I think that's it for the copper. So we'll pull the lever. Oh no! Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to move that. That is not wise. Yeah. I don't like that. Let's back that up. Let it float over here. I still don't like that. So let's bring it way over here. What the heck? I'll just run. I got plenty of cables. I just don't want my freshly gained ore to go down into the deep miner pit here. So we'll do it this way. That and that. Now I have to reset this because I moved it. 500. Confirmed. Okay. Now I should be okay. And I guess we'll just do the additional iron next. What do I get? 25 iron, so it's half iron. So I'm going to get plenty of iron now. Hopefully that's enough copper, huh? Might have to find another source of copper, I think. Oh, thank you. I'll just put that one in there. I'm not going to run that through the stacker again. We'll do that. Catch it before it slides into the pit. And then the silicone. Oh, there's another iron. Dang it. Oh well. I'll just go into the stack here too. Plenty of room. I wouldn't have room for all this if I didn't stack it. And another iron. Oh well. And I'm getting 8 of these for... That's good. I mean, you don't need a ton of silicone. This will keep me in silicone. I had to make a lot of glass for all the solar panels I did. This one I'm going to turn off. And that'll go in here. So there we go. So what did I get? I got 350 over 9 days. 300 so 400. I got 900 iron. So 100 iron a day. Almost 200 copper. That might be a little low, but we'll see what happens in the long run here. And then I need my welder and my sheets. Seal this back up. Alright, so now we go back to our main base. Let's get a bearing here, as we say in the Navy. Ooh, that's a lot further. That's the iron outpost. Where is the base? It's pretty close. So I gotta do almost a U-turn. Come on, hit the right button. Alright, so almost a full U-turn, but not quite. So something like that. Now these things tend to drift and go sideways on hills. Oh, look at that. I can see them. The beacon. That was very handy. So I know I'm heading in the right direction. But if you go down a hill and it leans sideways, you will slide. But I like the rovers. They're pretty cool. should be heading the right direction. There it is. Maybe not. Maybe system. That's kind of handy. I can see both beacons. That's kind of nice. This should be the base, I think. Looks closer and it's in the right position. Yeah, that's the base. Alright, so there's going to be a bunch of mining holes around here. So I kind of got to be careful. No. That was a pretty clear path, actually.
Hydration critical.
Uh-oh. Okay. Now, if you make a rover and you want to put it in a garage, it has to be 2 levels high. I've learned that the hard way. If you go 1 level high, when you hit Q, your suit gets damaged because it hits the roof. So make a 2 level high one. Now close that. Oof. Perfect. Alright, so go in. Oh no, you know what? I want to take all the ore out of there, don't I? I don't know if I got enough hands, we'll find out. So far so good. Yep. Wrong button again. Okay, so I got everything. And we'll go back in the base here. Take this back off. Okay, so I'm eating bread now. You notice my hamburger's at 3. I've only eaten it once. But if I eat bread now, my hamburger should go up to 4. 4 stars. There. Now, when I drink, I won't have to drink as often. Because this should go up to 175. I may have to refill. 164. Use the other one. 175. So I won't have to drink as much now. And that's pretty much the update. Here's getting plenty of gold and silver. I've just been throwing it in here, so let's see what we got in here. And my rocket's still complaining at me. Because of the 50 megapascals. So I have up to almost up to 726 gold and 352 silver. So that'll come in nice and handy if I need a batch of electrum. And that's working out really well. So I got 3 basic outposts. One's at my base here. Iron off that way, copper off that way, getting pretty much all the ores I need. I mean, every once in a while I'll have to go for cobalt, I guess. And what else? Nickel maybe, and coal if I ever need it. But oops. So let's just chuck all this in there. So that's pretty handy. I got lots of stuff. I need a lot of iron because I've been making hydroponics and stuff in here. But like I said, I'm going to move all my greenhouse and food supplies in there, clean this area up a little bit. Then start thinking about trading maybe and getting some more seeds, seeing what I can get. I'm going to build a runway. Got lots of room here. I'll put the, maybe I'll put the trading area right up here. Maybe I can control it from down here. We'll see how that goes. And I can dress this base up a little bit too. It's kind of, you know, I'm a sailor. Here, haze gray is fine with me. Haze gray and underway, as they say. So, how's my air doing? I missed a silicone, I see. Next. So nitrogen's come up a little bit. O2 is still too high, and CO2 is fine, but it's only half of what it's supposed to be. I still got some pollutant in here. Throw another battery in there. And that's it for today. Remember to subscribe and like. Make good headway. This will be a lot cleaner over here when I get done. I'll probably leave the water here, I think. I have to think about that. That's nice to have by your exit. Maybe I'll move the suit holder over here. And we'll see. We'll see how it falls out. We got Navy Old Salt Gamer. Subscribe and like. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you want me to try? I like the rover. That's kind of fun. Saves you time. And you don't have to really, like, carry a ton of stuff around with you. If I need to go build another outpost, I can load up the rover with supplies and drive it there. So everything's good. What's the temperature in here? 25. So we're just about down. I was warm in here. I accidentally, matter of fact, let's take these off. I accidentally set my, stupidly set my ice crusher to too warm of a temperature, and I got the up to like 35 in here, which is not where I usually keep it. But we'll see what happens. So this has been running overtime to cool it back down. But there you go. You have a good one. Subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video.